June 12th. So we're 8 days from dropping them in the soil. And as you can see, I've had to do this to each one. Just giving them a little bit of humidity, helping them. This is, I am disappointed with the size of some of these. Yes, here, I'll zoom in here. Yes, I understand it's a little cold out. Their stems are very purple. But I was hoping, being more of an autoflower, they'd accept the temperature. But I think this one here was the one with the long root that went sideways. So it could have gotten a bit of stunted. Or, as another one, it actually got eaten from a little, I don't know what it was, like a little caterpillar. So it ate it literally from the roots up. And when I came out the next morning, there was just the cordyline leaves and the other two. That was it. Now this one here was the one that had no root really out. It's doing, all right. You can see the next set of leaves starting in there. It's not quite as green, the stem. Keep my little dome on there. And the next one over here, I think this one got a little bit of a root damage too. Looks like it's a bit more runted. Nothing really special. This one's doing a little better. As you can see, it had some shock, and then so see how it's red down here, but now it's getting a bit more green. So it seems to be doing okay. And this is the one that got eaten from the bottom up. So nothing there. And if you remember in the trays, I had 3 that didn't sprout. So that one, it still hasn't sprouted. But guess what? We got rewarded from one of them. It actually sprouted. And the one that sprouted, it looks the best. Yeah. That's not bad. I got some thistle. I gotta start weeding here. I just don't want to be pulling them up too close and take a risk of damaging some roots. And this is the other one. It never started. Now I did a little experiment. I took a little pack of 5, actually had 6 seeds in the little vial. And this is another, same thing, Autoflowers. And I just planted them in the ground, just the way, made a little thing, poked it in there sideways and left it, covered it. This one didn't start. But, we're getting a little dry there. This one started. Looks a little runted. I don't know if it's going to make it. Looks a little dry there on the ground too. This one started. This one started. They're very, very red, the stems. This one, okay, I guess that one didn't start. I thought it did start. No, it didn't start. Okay. And this one started, but it hasn't done anything in about 4 days. It's just runted. It probably got its roots eaten too or something. I don't know. So maybe it needs a little water. I don't know. We'll see. I don't expect these things to do anything really, but maybe a couple. We'll see. I got something in the soil. So what it is, it's about, let's give a comparison here. It's probably half as long as my finger. It's right here. It's probably about that long. It curls up into a C. If you uncurl it, it's black and it looks kind of like a caterpillar. But it obviously likes to eat roots. I hope I get a few here. So I got these 4 right here. That one's doing good. This one, and that one's me. And the other one down here that started from the seed, it's actually doing the best, as you can see. So I think we might have one, we might get 3 decent ones. And the other ones, you know, Autoflowers, it might end up being 6 inches tall, and that's it. So anyways, that's what we got this week. So that's our growth. Not too much. It's been raining a lot. As you can see, my weeds are growing great. If I was in the business of growing thistle, I'd be kicking butt right now. So that's it for today. We will get back to you next week and go from there. Okay, so a little bit off the topic of the autoflowers. I just wanted to kind of show what else I've been growing. Just finished this, so I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I've never made a rock garden, and then the last week's all the chores and the chickens and everything are all done. So I had this giant pile of rocks from cleaning out everything. We've been collecting rocks off the property, putting them in a pile for a couple of years. I decided I was going to make a rock garden. So we all got together, and over the couple days we built this. And I built another little one too. So I don't know, I guess it's probably 12, 13, 14 feet long. I don't know. Yeah, it could be 8 feet wide, I guess. I put in 2 of these. See that? Wizard of Oz, I guess. And then I have raspberries. These I transplanted. I dug them up off a hill, put them over here. They grew last year. So I just built the rock around. Now I buried these raspberries. They're probably under a foot of dirt now. So hopefully all the roots will put up new shoots. I guess I'll find out. All these little things I put in strawberries. Just bought the roots. So I had bad luck the first time I did that, but hopefully I planted them right. Also got a couple of these. These are perennials, English volas. They look kind of like, almost like a pansy, but got a different face to them. And they're a perennial. And so they'll come back every year. I have another, this one's a pink potion. Magic show. Looks pretty nice. Like I said, and I planted 20 strawberries. Oh, I don't know. It looks like I'm almost getting some new growth there. So that's what I've been doing on my spare time, other than all the gardening and all that. So here I'm just going to pause it. We'll go over to the other garden. Okay, and here's my rock garden that I put out in the middle of the lawn. My lawn's kind of circular in a way, so I kind of mow in circles, and this is the center that I always found hard to mow because it's the same diameter as my lawnmower's tractor. So I figured what better to build a little rock garden. So we got some of these things. I don't know sure what they are. We got marigolds, we got real pansies, delphiniums, lilies. This lily, I split them. They came in a 3-pack. I split it and I damaged this one's bulb. For the first couple days it looked okay, but now she's turning brown. So fortunately I believe I've lost one. It's a really nice rose lily white. And we got another one here, and then I got some stargazers. They're really cool. I got a fake delphinium in the middle. It's not called a delphinium, it's called something else, but it is a delphinium. And I got other delphiniums around here. In there. Oh, this one's making a flower. Nice, it's starting to come up. Yeah, this other one is laser beam larkspur, but it's just like a delphinium. It's very nice. The hummingbirds love it. In fact, I'm getting bombarded just a minute ago because I'm over here. He probably wants to come and have a drink. And some more pansies. What we got? Oh yeah. So my Pacific King Arthur is the one that's just about making a flower there. So I did this. It took a couple days. I got some thyme in there. A little spreader. I got this thyme. It's starting to flower. It's pretty cool. So that's all of it there. And I'll show you the garden and the greenhouses. We'll make a whole little skit of this. Okay, and here's the main garden. I used this weed barrier last year, and what a lifesaver. So, of course, use it again. We got broccoli, which we kind of overgrew it inside, and then putting it outside, it had suffered a few frosts, but everything is getting new growth. We have carrots here. We dumped too many. We dumped a backpack and a couple feet, so we're gonna have a lot of weeding to do there, but we got carrots along there. Onions are doing excellent, which is this row right here. 3 rows of onions. Then we got 2 rows of beans. We got a snake right there. Oh, he's just a little guy. Hopefully he eats all the slugs. Holy smokes. Actually, I almost stepped on him or her. But we got a row of beans. Our seeds were a little old. We didn't get 100% germination, so just the other night the kids came and popped in a few more beans where they didn't come up. Some leftover broccoli. Potatoes. It's been about 3 weeks now. I want to step out there, but I know that snake's underneath there, which is fine. I want them eating. See, it's actually a problem because we have a lot of toads. So we have also a lot of slugs. The slugs get eaten by the toads. The toads get eaten by the snakes. Now we have lots of snakes, no toads, so unfortunately I think this year is going to be a lot of slugs, which I hope not. But anyways, potatoes are starting right there. Get them right there. Not all of them, but we got a good probably 90% there. Then we come over to my #1 planter right here. Say hi, Hannah. Hi. Hi. She's my little seeder. She got a green thumb. She plants all my special seeds. She gets better germination rate than I do. Anyways, so in here we have cucumbers, which almost all died. We lost over half our crop on March 31st with that cold snap. Got a few survived here and there, but the tomatoes made her good. They're all flowering. They're actually doing quite well. Look actually really good. Could be a little dry. They are got a little bit of leaf curl. For the most part, they're pretty good. This one here, close to the door, didn't make it, except it's getting new shoots down at the bottom. So we'll let it go for experiment. The rest of them over there. And then we will go over to the other greenhouses. Okay, you probably recognize this greenhouse from last year. So what I found with this Timu greenhouse, a great greenhouse and all, but being more of a rounded dome, it held on snow. I cleaned it off like during the winter, you know, get a couple inches. I'd brush it off, kind of like, okay, you know, it's not sliding off. And then one night, I think we got a shitload. It was like 6-8 inches of snow. And we looked outside and this thing caved in. It broke, so now I got to hold it up. The water sprinklers busted, which is kind of sad. I should have put braces in it if I would have known it was that weak or it was going to snow that much. I would have put some supports in it just to hold it until I got up in the morning and cleaned it off, right? But here we have pak choy. It's coming up nice. We have a calamansi. So this is a Filipino Like a lemon, but it's mini lemons. They're about probably big as your thumb. Very sweet and sour. And you see it's flowering. Not as many last year, but it's still doing quite well. Back here we got our radishes. And as you can see, my peppers, oh, they didn't like that cold. But one thing is you have a hard time killing peppers. So it looks like they're dead. And let me see. I'll show you here. We got, we got some pretty decent peppers starting. Nice little jalapenos. No, not jalapenos, arowana. Those ones, these are my green peppers. But it's funny, so a lot of these plants look like they're completely dead, right? Yeah, not so much. Well, the stem was still alive, so it's just putting out all new shoots. Curious to see how these transpire over the summer. Some of them, especially the ones out here by the door, completely done. And here's another one right by the door. It looks like it completely died, but it's getting all new growth all over. So, if you freeze your pepper plants, especially like this one here, I thought it was dead. And no, it's all coming back. It's coming back slowly, but it's coming back. It's not dead. The roots in the stem are not dead. Just nuked all the leaves. So that's that one. And then I decided to build 2 more just for the shits and giggles. And this one here I tried it different. I left it open so it didn't get quite so humid. And maybe that wasn't a good idea, because in here we have bok choy. It's just, you can see it just coming up a little bit. Top of the soil is probably a little dry. Cucumbers, not much, but they're coming. They're coming. So is Christmas, but they're coming. A few of them here and there. And I planted those just last week, so we have to wait for them. And then one more greenhouse over here. And what we got here is carrots. And carrots are coming up. You can see them. And what do we got here? Swiss chard. It's coming up. It's hard to tell from the weeds, but they're along there. And I'm going to have to get in here, give it a good soak, and as soon as these weeds get a little bit bigger, pop them out, get the roots out. And that's about it. Maybe next week, if I still don't have nothing, I'll give you a tour of all my chickens. We've got a couple hundred birds, new, plus, I don't know, 100 and something old, and a bunch of meat birds. So maybe we'll show a little bit of that next week. So until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Smash that like button. Throw a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing. And see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.